Good morning, everyone. Hey, Ken, Harold, Suzanne from Colorado. Nice. Hey, ciao, Steven. Baby's doing great. Roger was in a webinar with Kane, so we're just giving him a minute to get all settled in. It's a little bit better today, Steven. Let's make sure. Missed all the phone. So I'm getting in my ear right now. I have the headphone on because I get the squawk. Um, no headline for this move down. So see if we get another market pump from the president. So we'll see if we get another market pump from the president. Hey, Laura. Kevin, good morning. Folks, if you're on the Zoom, unless you're trying to private message us something like your personal information, go to your chat settings and change it from host panelist to everyone. So we don't have to, especially Roger, won't have to like repeat questions. So it doesn't feel like we're answering very out of context. She's doing great. All right, William. I'll hold you to that. We go to 15-minute candles. We're on an hour straight of red candles with almost no wicks. It's pretty impressive in terms of a sell-off. Yeah, VIX is flying to the upside right now. We are almost at the high from yesterday. High from yesterday was 48.29.
All right. Hey guys, let me just go to YouTube real quick, say hello to everybody, and then I will come back here. Sorry, I was in a room with Kane, and then I had to munch down my salad real quick, which I still haven't finished eating, which I don't like. All right. Good morning, everyone on YouTube. Hey, Peter, Richard, Deepak, how are you guys? Hopefully, everybody's doing great. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Put my screen here. Let me now say hello to everybody here on. Hey, Jeanette, Peter, Deanna, Gus, Steve, Vernon. Can you give Vernon our address at work or your address, Matt? He wants to send you a gift. Thank you, Vernon. Matt appreciates that. Richard, hey, Richard, how are you? Robert, Mark, Penny, hey, Penny, welcome back. Rebecca, Cyrus, Brian, Christopher, Sh uh, Shannon, hey, Shannon, Phil, Jill, Petro. Yeah, you can eat, but I can't see, and I can't see you, but you could see me eat. Plus, it's a crunchy broccoli salad. I don't think you wanted me to eat a crunchy broccoli salad and talk to you at the same time. Kimberly, Eduardo, Terry, Bill. Thank you, Bill. I really needed it this time. My hair grows fast. Richard, good. You're welcome. You're welcome. It seems like the only game in town. I will be looking at stocks now. I did my list a little earlier today. John, Bill, Kimberly. Hey, John, thanks for the cat pictures, cat videos. Mike, Kevin, you're welcome, Kevin. Robert, Ken. Yeah, how was the surgery? But right now the eye is completely fogged. Yeah, that's pretty normal. So it's too soon to tell what is going. The eye is very dilated, but still waiting. My parents had the same thing, but then it got better after a few days. Hey, Kirby. No. I can't eat my lunch and talk. I can't do that. Dave, Patricia, Sylvia, Christian, Wild Ranger. I don't know about that, Wild Ranger. We still have to see how it goes. Sam's Club had the very best broccoli salad. Ooh, really? I got to check that out, Penny. By the way, Penny, I joined. I don't know if you were here, but I joined BJ's. There's a new BJ's that just opened up between Ponte Vedra Beach and St. Augustine. And I don't know if you know, Matt, but their gas prices are really good. Their gas
Really?
prices are like, yeah, their gas prices are like 40% cheaper than what I've seen and everywhere. And there's no traffic, and you don't even have to go inside to get the gas. So it's obviously it's really great. But green food in your mouth in front of a green screen could be kind of funny, right? But the reason why BJ's usual membership is $60 a year, they're giving a special now for $20 a year.
Ah,
So it really is a good deal. My dad, my mom, they both like it. So I'm gonna listen to my parents. Hey Pamela, how are you? Pamela Cardozo. We got Pamela, we got Jody, we got MG Andianco, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Got a lot of people here. Just watch your prices at BJ. It's an excellent deal. That's what I'll do. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Um, now, now. I know it's kind of feel weird. I feel like I should be later in the day because I already did a webinar, but it's not. Is like BJ's Bob is like Costco. It's like Price Club. It's a membership club. Adam says pit trade 20 contracts. Buy. Look at you, Adam. Go ahead and grab that from Adam, Matt. Put it in my thing. Ken, my husband. All right, Richard. All right. So, we are a little light today, but we are just getting started. So, first off, let me just share my screen with you. Ken, please keep us posted on how you are feeling. So, because I already have this on the screen, not because of anything special, you could see how RSP, equal weighted SPY, is moving. The mags are not doing us any favor today. And you could see the mags right here. So the SPY is strong. I mean, our blue chips are stronger, if you want to call it that. But I mean, we're going down. We're going down. And mega caps we're coming down too. Right now, the SPY is down over 5%. Now, typically that's a lot, but look at the size of this candle in comparison to this candle right here. We're in a whole different world right now. We are in a different planet we are on a whole different island from here. In order for us to trade effectively, volatility has to come back to the mean, which is this level right here. This is a little too much. So While I do believe 5% is a little bit much today, I was just telling Matt, I don't believe it's very much in comparison to what we've been seeing the last couple of days. I also don't believe volatility will, please listen to the next few words coming out of my mouth. It may make a difference between you making a lot of money and losing a lot of money. Volatility tends to cool off as the market goes higher, not lower. So if we break down and if we can't get above this level, which we couldn't do yesterday, the odds are this is going to start escalating on the way down. I can't promise you that, but typically that's how it works. Number two, what happened to my Volt? Look at Volt today. What happens every time the SPY gets away from it? Comes back to it, runs away from it, comes back to it, runs away from it, comes back to it. Notice this is the Volt and this is the SPY. The SPY hides, it runs, and then it just comes right back to the Volt. The Volt has not upticked one time today. Maybe this, but it hasn't upticked today at all. This is from 9:30 in the morning, guys. Look, straight down. So I would not be taking a long in light of this, and I would not be taking a long in light of the fact that we are not above this area. This shouldn't come as a surprise to you if you were watching my morning show, because I pretty much am repeating what I said this morning, what I thought was going to happen. But we didn't break the highs. We started going down right away, and Vol did not respond. Also, interestingly enough, look at ADD. We closed yesterday at 2,448 stocks up ticking, and now we're at 2,353 stocks down ticking. That's not good. Also, look at tick. Look at tick going down. Look, 900, 1,100, 1,300, 1,400 going down. Not here. It's not going up here above 300, but it's going down. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? You need to pay attention to when you see something like that, a strong trend day. We are in a strong trend day. We're down almost 5% we're on the SMH, we're down almost 9%. So folks, please don't be looking for a bounce this early. Don't be looking for a bounce. Go with the trend. Go with the trend. The SPY's down only 5.5% on the day. So usually this would be a monumental move. But in light of all the volatility, it's not that big of a move. But in essence, it still is a big move. And you should be very, very careful. Okay. 17% in what? 18 minutes. Yes, 18 minutes today. Yeah, we did good today on the scalp, on the trading zone scalp trade. That was a good trade. But I want to show you guys something. What's the market doing today? Is it trending or is the market going sideways? When the VIX, when the Volt is going down, and when tick is negative 1,500 or over, and here, where is my market internals now? I just lost it a second ago. Oh, I got all these things and I can't find them now. Where is it? I just had it a second ago. Here? No. Is it here? Where is it? Hold on. Is it here? Yes, here it is. Here. Going down all day. The highest we've had today was 2,000, and we've been going lower all day, and VIX has been hitting. Do you remember what I told you when that happens? And when you're using, that means you have a trend day. And when you have a trend day, you go down with it. And by the way, momentum is all red. Yeah. All right. Just saying. It is a trend day. It is a strong trend day. All right. Let me switch this over here with you. Good luck, Ken. Really, good luck. I hope things
Yeah.
work out. My wife has a good doctor, eye doctor here. He's an Indian guy, really helpful, really nice guy. If you were here, I would totally recommend you go to him, but you're not here. Okay. I gave you a trade in the pit earlier today. It's about 10 cents against, 8 cents against us right now, I think. Maybe 5 cents against us right now. I'm not really that concerned about it. Um, just FYI, it's just kind of hanging out there. So Vold is going down. Vold is going down, and it keeps going down. We couldn't hold this bar. Not one green bar today. Good for you, Richard. Good for you. Good for you. All thanks to the morning meeting. That's right. I tell folks to pay attention. Actually, everybody was very nice today in the morning meeting except Carla. Carla decided to jab me this morning, but it's okay. So somebody asked me this morning a good question. They asked me for my routine. Yes, Carla has to listen. Carla has to listen. So somebody asked me for my routine. So I'm going to go through my routine with you guys really, really quick, okay? And hopefully this routine will stick with you. And I've done this before, and I'll show you my routine. So, so I start everything off with bar chart because remember, it's when I start up the day, it's the morning show, right? It's morning. So the first thing I want to do is I pull up gold like this. See what gold is doing. I told you it's okay to buy gold, and we're above this area right here. Then I look at what crude oil is doing. In this case, I want to make sure crude oil doesn't come here because if it does, we're in deep doo-doo, like we will. Um, then I look at the bond market or TLT. I don't really like to use this. I like to use TLT, but you could use the 10-year. Their correlation is almost identical. 1 second. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Sorry, my wife asked me something. I had to respond. We don't want to upset my wife. In case anyone does not have Pro Trader Dashboard and Alpha Pro, you're missing out on amazing tools. Oh, thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. Let me repost that. Very nice of you. Very nice of you. Oh, Matt already posted it, and the spy is still going down. So I like to use TLT. I prefer TLT because most people use the TLT. And again, I drew this area for you, and I posted it in the Telegram channel. So we don't want to end up here, this area. And I drew crude oil. We don't want to end up in this area, crude oil. So far, we're doing okay. Although, look at the SPY this morning so far. Look at this. We don't want to end up back here because then Trump has one less card to play, and that puts him deeper in the hole. And I don't want to see that because that gives America less options. Okay. Bob says those two programs are game changers, best programs ever. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it. Very, very nice of you. Very nice, very kind of you. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. So now I'm looking at gold. I'm looking at crude oil. I'm looking at the bond market, right? I'm looking at all of these things, and I'm determining where they're at. And that's when I talk to you about in the morning. But I'm not done yet. Then I look at. I'm just trying to get a feel for the market. I'm looking at volatility. And I'm looking at the relationship between I'm looking at daily, by the way. I'm not looking at anything intraday. What do you think is the next pivot on SPY? I don't know, but I think we may be testing 504, 503 area as of right now. I don't like this downside. And again, look at Look at Volt today, not one uptick. So what I'm hoping is that we haven't bent the pole more than enough. We may end up lower in SPY. I don't take yesterday's market for real. I don't either. I don't either. Not at all. Not at all. It doesn't decrease our uncertainty. Just per, it just prolongs the unknown. So then I look at, and remember, I only analyze market using daily charts. I don't look at intraday. The only time I look at intraday is when I'm looking to take a trade. For timing, market timing. Okay. Um, how's our trade? That trade we put in the pit. It's like break even right now. If it goes down another 50 cents or something, we may take profit. Anyway, we're just breaking even on there. So I look at volatility and I look to see volatility's over 20 and I look to see if it's higher. And once volatility's over, so I kind of get a good feel for what volatility's doing, what the bond market is doing, what crude oil is doing, what gold is doing. And now I'm starting to kind of get a good feel for the market. Notice I haven't looked at the stock market yet. Then I look at futures and I tell you guys this every single day. That's how I start off the day. I look at this. I look at my futures. Michelle says, thanks for the analysis. You have some of the best out there, in my opinion. I'll buy Alpha Pro at some point. Yeah, no problem, Michelle. Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready. Whenever you are ready, my dear. So I look at the futures. And by the way, I suggest you have these on your screen all day long. And I'll tell you what. And I told this to Matt last week. Does anybody know the symbol for Volt in TradingView? Lori, the package we put in the members area should have it for AlphaZone Pro. It's in there. Matt added it. It's in the bonus sections. Okay, it should be there right now. All right. Good, Mike. Good. Exactly. He could tweet at any moment, and God only knows what's going to happen there. But yeah, it should be just Volt, $Volt. So let me explain to you why. Hold back a few from scalp. It's over 17 now. Anyone hold back a few from scalp? It's over 17 now. Kevin, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'll just do my own thing. I already talked about oil. I talked about oil this morning quite a bit, and I talked about gold. Larry, you should listen to my morning show. There's a link in the members area. Okay. It's just Volt without a $sign. Good. And it should be doing this right here. Should be going straight down. Matt, can you give them the ticker symbol for Volt in TradingView since you know it, since you
It's Volt.
It's just Volt. Yeah, it's just Volt. So let me continue. It's very important for you guys to have this on your screen during the day, and I'll explain to you why. Because sometimes you get really engrossed in looking at charts, okay? And when you're looking at charts, sometimes you're just looking at price action like this, right? Oh, the market's going down, but you forget to look at, is it going down from being up on the day? Is it going down from being... So a lot of times we don't see how bad or how good the numbers are till we actually look at the number. Point is, the chart doesn't always tell you. So there was a mistake that I believe Matt made last week because he wasn't looking at this. It wasn't last week, it was the week before. He did a trade on the SPY, and if you looked at the chart, the SPY looked like it could bounce from that area, okay? But if you looked here, you would see that the Dow was down 8, and this is before all this crazy volatility started. You could see that the Dow was down about 800 points. If you looked at the chart, all you would see is the Dow going down precipitously, but it would give you no idea if it's down 100 points or 800 points. There's a big difference between the Dow being down 800 points and the Dow being down 100 points. When the Dow's down 100 points, that's okay to fade. When the Dow's down 800 points, you don't want to fade it, okay? That's not a random move. So by looking, and trust me, it's happened to me many, many times. This has happened to me many, many times. So if it's happened to me many, many times, the odds are it'll happen to you, okay? Oh, I got you. So I'm explaining to you. If I just look at the QQQ like this, for all I know, it could be down 50 points, right? But if I look at the QQQ here, oh shit, it's down 1,100 points. So I'm telling you, it's always good to have a snapshot at the raw number during the day so you could really see what the chart isn't telling you. And it happens to me all the time. I'll look at a chart. I'm like, hey, this chart looks pretty good. The market's not that bad. Maybe I'll go look for longs. And then I'm like, oh shoot, the market's down 800 points. No, we're not looking for longs. So the chart is great, but the chart doesn't tell you, is the market down 1,000 points? Is it down 200 points? Is it down three? Because all of these numbers make a difference. So I'm telling you, I get caught up in this all the time. I'm actually going to ask Matt to create a running ticker for me, right? That I could just have like on any of my screens. And all I need is the Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P futures. I just want to know how much I want to know what the absolute value is, okay? Because it is nice. And Ken, believe it or not, even though I have 10 screens, I don't have enough room for this. Good for you, Richard. Good for you. But how did you liquidate it for 17%? Is it already there? I mean, it's only like 7 cents above our entry right now, below our entry right now. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm going to wait for it to go down to 13, but I'm glad to hear that, Richard. Good, good. Should I consider my stock associated to index? No, no, I'm not talking about stocks. I'm just looking to I'm talking about remember, we're talking about getting a feel for the market. So, and I'm telling you, I get caught up in this all day. It doesn't happen in the morning because the morning, this is all I look at. But during the day, I get caught off guard all the time. Like right now, this is a perfect example. Look at SMH. This doesn't look like much. This doesn't really look like much till you look at here and you see it's down 9%, 10%. But if you just look at this, oh, good, Richard. Good, good. Thank you for the heads up. And you were worried about cutting it out. So I still like the trade, by the way, Richard. But good, 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 good. I'm glad you made money on it. You were concerned about it. So if you look at this, it doesn't look like much. If you look at this could be down 50 points. I'm not kidding. This literally could be down 50 points. Okay. Peter says the zone is giving us an up arrow. Peter, let me show you something. See that down arrow? The zone is not giving you an up arrow, my friend. But Roger, why are we looking at this side? You remember the lesson that I gave you, Peter, that said that if ADD is below 1500, it's at 2430 right now. And if tick goes below 900, it's at 1500 right now to look on the right side. Peter, you got to follow instructions, my friend. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Peter just wrote, you're right. You got to be on the right side when the market's trending, Peter. This is not a choppy market. This is the definition, Peter. If there was ever a definition about a trending market, this is it. This is it. I'll write a top banner. Which infos do you recommend? Nasdaq futures, S&P futures, and the Dow futures, or just the cash, just where they're at during the day. I just want to get a reference for: are we down 100 or are we down 800? It's a difference. There's a big difference. Okay. Yes, exactly, Sean. Exactly. Yeah, I think so too, Adam. I think it has more to go. I think it has more to go. It's a little stronger than I'd like to see it today, but I think it's got more to go. I would at least like to see it go down below 13. But anyways, that's not here nor there. So we are definitely today, because we're at 2400, not 1500, 2400, and because this is hitting 1500, definitely below 900, and it can't hit above 300, we look to the right side. I spend about an hour and a half explaining that to you guys. Just FYI. So let's continue. Let's continue what we're doing. Disappointed, the need help with. Bernard said Matt hasn't given you. My screen looks nothing like yours. Hey, Matt, can you help Bernard? Bernard, I don't think Matt's gotten any of your emails. But here, Bernard, why don't you, Matt, here's Bernard's questions. Bernard, why don't you send me an email? How about sending me an email, Bernard, and having me forwarding it to Matt? How about that? Did you try that approach? Because if you would have sent it
I
to me, you would have gotten a response pretty quick. Did you ever get an email from Bernard, Matt?
I've sent Bernard a reply.
Oh, you did.
Mhm.
Bernard, did you ever get a response? I don't want to deal with this now. You guys figure it out. But
Yep.
Bernard, throw me in the loop next time or check your spam folder. Uh, you're the only one, Bernard. Nobody else seems to be having this issue. But check your spam folder and reach out to Matt. Pit is for stocks and options. It's not for options only. I actually do all my stocks in the pit, but most people do options. All right, let's continue, folks. Let's continue. Let's go back to our screen here. Okay, so I'm looking at bonds in the morning. I'm looking at volatility. I'm looking at crude oil. I'm looking at Nasdaq futures. I'm looking at cash at SPY. I'm looking at, and sometimes I'm looking at Russell 2000, but not usually. And again, I just want to get an idea of where we stand. Then I go right here to Econo Day, and I go to see which reports or earnings, and that earnings I have a separate tab for, and I look for reports to see what's on the table. Then, only after that, I go right here and I look at the level of stocks that are trading below the 200-day and the 50-day. I want to see how red this is or how red this is. And how red this is. And then right now, everything is red. Okay. So that's what I look at. And then I go here just to look at one final number of stocks. This is the broad market. I want to see if this is below 50 or not. This is very important. Then after I do all that, I spend about 20 minutes. I usually get to my computer in the morning, half hour before the show starts. So it takes me half an hour to set all this up and get my bearings. Then I go here. I go to Stock Fetcher. And by the way, you may remember this because I go through this with you every day in the morning in the exact same order that I'm doing it right now. Goolsbee said political interference in Fed work causes problems. Who's he talking about? Probably, I don't know. I don't know. This is not an AZP class. No, not an AZP class. So, we all know who he's talking about. Then I look at right here. I look at which sectors are leading. And now at this point, I'm getting a game plan going on, but I'm now getting which sectors are leading. More importantly, I'm looking to see if they're in order or not. And I'm looking to see if technology or blue chips are here or here. And I'm looking to see how fragmented this is. Okay. Well, people are asking questions about, people are asking questions about it. So I feel obligated to answer. So that's that. That's that pretty much there. Then I look for number of stocks that are making 90-day lows and 90-day highs because I want to see how much sentiment and firepower we have to the upside versus the downside, right? Really, really important. Then when I do that, I pull up the SPY and I draw my lines to see where we're at and what area we're going to go and kind of draw these little areas for you. Then I go look at the QQQ. I do the same thing. Then I look at SMH. Remember, oh, by the way, remember what I told you about SMH this morning? That there's a huge resistance area right here. We're entering a liquidity zone. I drew this for you and I posted it in the Telegram channel. And I said to you, this is support, this is resistance. And if we don't get past this, we're in deep doo-doo. So we're not doing so great right now. Hannes SPY is going up now. Is it rebounding or is it
The SPY is going up right now because, well, look at the SPX. The halt level was 5075. It's 5075, and we got to 5100. We got like 25 points away from a halt.
Yeah. And when we're talking about halts, that's not a good thing. And if you
Right.
want to say this is going up, you're right, it is going up, but you got a gap and you got all this. And even if you get past this, you got the 200-day moving average. The VIX, let's look at the VIX. What is the VIX doing? VIX is coming down hard. What's Vold doing? Nothing.
One tiny green candle.
Hear that bell? That's my momentum is shifting bell. I love that bell. Anyway, look, the market's going to do what it's going to do, but we are more likely than not going to be inside this day, and that's going to prevent, and even not prevent, institutions are just not doing anything. I wouldn't worry about one candle. I'd worry about the bigger scheme of things. Okay, so after I do that, I look at the SMH, I look at QQQ, I draw my levels, I make my little notes for myself in the paper. Now, notice something interesting. I've spent about 20 minutes now. I haven't even talked about stocks yet, have I? Haven't even looked at stocks, right? Because we're not there yet. Then I go here to the story, the top story, the headline. And then I take my highlighter and I highlight all the important things for you to read. And I spend half an hour doing just this every single morning, just so you guys have all the information you need, but you guys still find a way to argue with me. So I highlight everything important. Then I see what is it that I highlighted that contradicts what I'm seeing overnight markets on the futures. And then when I have about 3 minutes left to showtime, then I start going here and I start going through my stocks and finding stocks that I like that are not overextended and posting them for you on my watch list. So I did my long list today ahead of time, but I didn't do my short list. So I'll do my short list with you at the same time today, and then we'll look through them, okay? So we have about 165 stocks to look at. The market is having an inside day. So I want stocks that are not having an inside day, that are having an outside day. Usually only one lady gives you a problem. Oh, I already talked about gold this morning. I said everything I needed to say about gold. Folks, everything I said this morning, I'm not going to repeat. So let's look at stocks that are breaking down. Well, what stock is making low? CarMax. Guess what the number one stock on my short list, the only one I had time to put is? CarMax. What other stocks are breaking down? Ooh, PLD. It's below the low. All we want is stocks that are below, where the hell is my pen? Is below the low. Let's see. PDD. Let's continue. BMY. Weaker than Merck, so we'll do that. Moderna, all right. Moderna never really got off. AbbVie. I still like AbbVie. Let me put that next to BMY because they're same sector. So those stocks are sucking it right now. AR, okay. AR. Breaking low. It's below that little pivot that I mentioned. BE's not looking all that fantastic. Didn't really rally very much. Mattel. This part is easy. Come on, what else broke down? What's below yesterday's low? Ah, for solar. Here we go. Now we're getting into something interesting. APTV. APTV. And I usually Hog. Yeah, Hog for sure. Hog. Holex, like this morning watch list. Holex. And I already have a long list here. And my long list would be stocks that are breaking the 50-day moving average to the upside today. And I'll go through them in a minute. So now I have my lists, and now I have everything in the morning. I usually log in and I go over all this with you guys, and we go through it together. We go through all of it together. So let's do that right now. Everything I do live, and I go through it live, and I go through the same process every single day. But 20 minutes into it today, Carla said that I was only talking about how I was right. After I covered oil, gas, energy, gold, key levels, and half of the Fed data. Roger Morning Show is a pay day today if you attended. For everybody except Carla, Adam. Carla didn't get anything out of it except me bragging. That's all she got out of it was me bragging. Yeah, and I do this every single day in the morning, folks. For anybody who doesn't come to my morning show, I do this every day in the morning. So now we have our stocks, but obviously our stocks that we're looking at now. Let's do our longs first, okay? PGR. Why did I pick PGR for my long? Because before the market went down today, uh, it was above this average. It's breaking out now. Now, do I like it now? No. Would I go long now? No. But this morning it looked pretty good. So I would actually keep it in the back of my head, but I wouldn't be doing anything on it right now. Let's look at another one. Costco. What did Costco do today? Costco broke above the 50-day moving average, but it backed away. Not good enough. So we forget about it. We have a lot of people, Bob, actually, who come from like California and other parts of the country. I know Brendan, but she didn't. She didn't see it that way. Newmont. I like Newmont. I told you how much I like Newmont, which is trading above the VWAP all day today, including right now. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. Very, very nice of you. How many people we got in here now? We got 434, and how many people we got on YouTube? Let's see. Got 87 on YouTube. Fantastic. Yeah, just Jen, KMX had earnings, which means it had earnings. You're right, Boyd. There hasn't been much change in the fundamentals, but there has been a change in the bond market, and that's a huge change. All right. I like Newmont a lot still. CELH. Nope, not right now. ED. Not right now. But it did look great in the morning when it was right here. Looked like an A line. That's why I didn't want to do anything this morning. Next one, CI. Again, now, Roger, why are you giving us these stocks if none of them are ready and if you don't like the long side? I'll tell you why. Because it would be nice for you to add these stocks to your long list. You know why? Because the minute the stock market turns around, you know what the stocks that are going to be the strongest? PGR, Costco, CELH, ED, and Sigma. Those stocks are going to lead. We already saw some evidence of it today. So you don't want to buy these stocks, but you want to hold on to these stocks and keep them in the back of your head. Oh, Australia. My goodness. I didn't even think about Australia. Australia. Put this back here. Start here. Yes, and you should be setting alerts. Like I would be so here's what I would do right now. If I was thank you, Richard. So here's what I would do. I would set my alert on Sigma at 328.58. I would set my alert on ED. That's very smart at 109.97 or maybe 110. I would set my alert on CELH. I don't like this stock. Forget it. ED, I would set my alert at 110. And CI, I would set my alert at 329. Somebody wanted me to check UNH. UNH actually looks great. I don't know how I missed it, but it looks great. I would wait for it to go above the VWAP, but it doesn't look bad. It's actually one of the strongest stocks right now. Who gave it to me just now? Who gave it to me? Who gave it to me? Loretta, good job. Good job, Loretta. Keep doing what you're doing. I actually added BJ's to my long list today. Didn't I add BJ? Guys, didn't I add BJ's to the long watch list again today? Let me see. I did. Okay, yeah, I thought so. Okay. Yep. That one I did not miss. Adding BJ to long list. That's today, 9:54. Okay, we got BJ's. We got BJ's. And by the way, I like BJ's. I like BJ's, but I don't like these wicks here. So I would want us to. I want to see some strength around here, not wicks. I want to see strength around here, and this thing will revert back. So you want to keep an eye on these stocks. Right, exactly. Now, folks, just because you get an alert here doesn't mean you buy. When you get an alert here, you compare the SPY to the stock. You go through our analysis. All Marlon, all good morning, Marlon. And I responded back to you. I didn't see your emails from last night till earlier today. I didn't check them late last. I don't know where you are, but you were up pretty late last night. I go to sleep at 10:30, 10:40. Um, but all gold stocks look fantastic. All gold stocks look fantastic. So yeah, you want to compare when the alert goes off. You don't just buy when the alert goes off. So those are the strong stocks. Again, I don't like them right now, but I'm going to tell you something. They're going to become your best friends when the SPY, if and when the SPY gets above this level right here, those stocks are going to be your best friends. They're showing the best firepower right now. Incidentally, insurance stocks, BJ, they were the same stock, and utility stocks, they were this, and healthcare stocks, they were the same stocks that were rallying hardest before this happened. So I like that. I like that congruency. Costco's on my list, but I still like it, but not right now. Right here, look how it bounced off. You got a real strong right here, 1,279. I'm going to set an alert right here, and I'll set these for a week. By the way, when I set alerts on daily charts, I set them for a week. When I set alerts on intraday charts, I send them for a day. Okay. So this is a daily chart. I'm setting a week alert. If it's an intraday chart, I just care about the VWAP. I'm only going to set it for a day. So I would want the alert I want this to go into the gap. Once it gets into the gap, I want to see how it's doing. Another stock that's starting to look good. By the way, I have this in my retirement account. I was just joking with Matt saying I'm trying to average this down when it goes against me, but I don't think I'm even down now. I think I'm kind of breaking even on this stock because it went up so much in the last few days. But same thing with Walmart. If Walmart is a very defensive place. So yeah, Adam, very much so. And I'd like to see it above the 50-day, maybe at about 95 area. Folks, don't be in a rush right now. Please, please, please don't be in a rush right now. You're not missing anything. Okay? You're not missing anything. Now let me get my SPY back up here. You're really not missing anything. By the way, let's look at Bold right now. Look at the SPY. Look at Vold, 2 green candles the entire day today, and then ba-boom, back here. I'm telling you, folks, learn from me. Learn from Matt and learn from the errors in my way. See, Carla, I'm still bragging. Learn from the errors in my way and Matt's way. Every time I go against the Vold, I get my ass handed to me. Every time. Yep. Every time. Every time. Just want to, no, it's going to turn around. No, it's wrong. I get my ass handed to me every time.
Trump is speaking.
Oh, no.
Live cabinet meeting.
Oh, vey. Here goes the neighborhood.
Just a heads up for everyone.
Oh, do you have any Tylenol for me? And milk of magnesia? I'm going to need it right now. He just has to. He can't help himself, can he? All right, so the Volt is still going. Stay out of big trades now or get scalped. Yeah. So again, and I don't know what he's going to say. I actually have no idea what he's going to say or what he's going to do. I just hope he doesn't say anything. And that's pretty much it. But that's how I go through my analysis every day. And by the way, just so you guys see again, and then I look at the Bollinger width for the stocks with you, but I could usually see how far away they're from the 8-day EMA to see how deviated they are. But folks, if you go through this exercise every day like we do together, you're going to start seeing the market like a movie. Matter of fact, I was thinking about this last night, actually. Think about how every day, how like today, yesterday, day before, how it's like turning another page in a book. It's like pausing a soap opera. We're not watching. Not every day is not a brand new day. Every day is just a continuation of the previous day, and that's how you need to start looking at the market. And that's why I think it's really, really good that we analyze the markets the way we do, because we do it step by step. We go from the top to bottom. We look at every possible factor. And I've been doing this for many decades, and I've been doing it exactly the same way. more or less. Sometimes I'll look at one of those things first, sometimes I'll look at it last. But more importantly, you need to develop a framework. You need to develop a framework where you know exactly what you're looking. And also, if I find an indicator on my chart and I notice that I don't look at it for 6 months to a year, I take it off. And that happens sometimes too. Not often anymore, but it used to happen a lot more. It used to happen a lot more. So, it's a work in progress, and sometimes I'll start looking at other things, but usually this is my workflow. And anybody who's been with me in the morning, who comes in the morning, would you agree that this is our workflow? This is kind of how we do it every single morning. That way, there's no surprises. There's no that we plan exactly. Richard says my trade started improving. Uh, when I mimicked what Roger does in the morning. So by 8 a.m., I already had an idea of what Roger would say. Exactly. Yeah. And I hope this helps. I hope this helps. You know what I'll do? I'm going to ask customer service to take this video and put it in the members, in all of the members area so you guys could see how we do our morning routine. Okay. All right, I'm out of here, folks. I'm gonna go and finish my lunch. I still haven't really eaten. I'm gonna go finish my lunch. I think you had a really good session. Please, please, please don't go buying stocks right now. Please don't go selling stocks. Very small size, nibble a little bit. Um, by the way, don't give the name out, but do you know why I decided to short a $13 stock in the pit this morning and not a $200 stock or a $50 stock or a tech stock? Can anybody answer that question? Yes. Yes. No. No, Wade. Less risk, less exposure, less volatility. Yes, less volatility. I'm always thinking about getting hurt, not about making money. No, definitely not because of Kramer. All right. And also, it has a lot of impact with China, a lot of unforeseeability with the trade war. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic day and keep a helmet on and keep your powder dry. All right. I'll talk to you later. We're in Hurricane 4 right now. We have not downgraded to Hurricane 3 just yet. Okay. For anybody on YouTube, if I did not pay as much attention to you today as I usually do, I apologize. If you have any questions, please let me know. Yes, that's right, Boyd. It was something to do without large exposure. Exactly. 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 Yesterday, when he said it was a good time to buy stock. Oh God, right? Yeah, we should hire Trump. We should hire Trump as a stock picker. Bye, guys. Take care. Have a great day, Richard. Have a good day, everybody. Bye, bye,
Bye,
folks.
everyone.
That's funny. That's a good one, Boyd. Did you hear what Boyd said? That was funny. We should have listened to him when he said bye yesterday. That's true. How true. How true. Bye, folks. Have a great day.